What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna talk about how to flip a house with no money. People ask me all the time, can this be done? And the answer is yes. Whether you are a new real estate investor or you are an experienced real estate investor, you're just looking to come up with more capital so you can do more deals, we are going to show you exactly how you do that today. So the first thing and the most important thing, you need to find your deal, okay? So the deal, this right here is the house. That is the deal. Why is it the most important thing? Because once you have the deal secured, it's a lot easier to find the investors that are going to fund the deal so that you guys all make money and you have a successful property flip. So let's get right into it. First, how do we find the deal? There's many ways. Number one, we can use MLS, find a real estate agent. I'm a real estate agent. I find a lot of good deals in my local area in Hamilton where I'm from all the time. Some people will say you cannot find a good deal on MLS. That is simply not true. We find them all the time. You just have to know what you're looking for. Properties that are distressed, they're not holding offers. You don't want to be going into a competition because then it chews into the margins and the flip doesn't make sense anymore. So you want to be first. You have to pay attention to realtor.ca, your market, wherever you're in, whatever the real estate board is, that you have to pay close attention to it to make sure you're first and you can do a bully offer, a preemptive offer, and secure the deal. Now, the other one you can do right here, number two, flyers, okay? Flyers, old school, they work really, really well. What you want to do when you're flipping a property is you want to find the worst house on the best street, not the best house on the worst street, because the after repair value is what's most important. So with flyers, what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk around, look for de-stressed properties, ones that you think need a lot of work, and you're gonna put the flyer in the mailbox, or better yet, knock on the door, introduce yourself to the owner, hand him the flyer, and see if he's interested in selling his home. Facebook, number three, you can also use Facebook here. What you wanna do is you wanna go into your local investors group, find wholesalers, people that are looking to sell their house off market, and you can strike a deal with them. Make sure that you get a good deal so that later when you pitch it to your investors, everyone is happy. So you found the deal, now you're looking at the house. Before you put an offer in to secure the deal or put the house on a contract with the owner, you want to make sure you run your comparables in the area. Make sure you know exactly what the comparable houses in that area are selling for. Then when you strike a deal, you know how much those are selling for, and when you do pitch it to the investors, they'll be able to see that it's a deal that they definitely want to jump in on, okay? So first step, secure the deal. The deal is everything. It makes everything else easy. Send out a bunch of flyers, knock on doors, go on Facebook, find wholesalers, go on MLS, get your real estate agent to pound the pavement, put in bully offers, do all that stuff, okay? The next part here, you've secured the owner on a contract. This is our contract. You've got the house secured, everything is good, you have the deal. The last part now that you're gonna look into, okay, is your people, right? Here are our people. What are they doing? Providing you the money to fund the deal. Now, how do you find those people? You can go to friends and family, people that are interested in real estate, show them the deal, show them the after repair value, which is knowing the comparables in the area that they sold for. And remember, you are not buying a turnkey property. You're looking for a deal that needs a lot of work. Maybe it's distressed, the homeowner wants out quickly, they can't afford real estate fees, they just want to close quickly, get a cash offer, and you are going to present that to them. Okay, so for an example, let's say you're seeing a lot of the houses in the area that are comparable to that one selling for $800,000. Now, this property, that deal is very de-stressed, there's a lot of issues, it needs a lot of renovations, the owner wants out quick, so you're gonna try to get them to settle for around 600K. If you're within that range, right there, you know there's a 200K margin. Now, what you also want to do is bring a renovator to the property when you put it on contract to take a look at it, and then they can tell you how much they think the renovation is going to cost. Okay, you're also going to have closing fees. You're going to have all that stuff that you do need to make sure that you do pay when you close the deal. So you still have a lot of margin left over, and you know what your after repair value is and what your return on investment is going to be. This here, you want to make sure that when you pitch it to the investors, whether they're friends, family, you can also find them on Facebook in the real estate investors groups. Post it, tell them that you found a deal, you're looking for investors to jump in on this deal with you. Now, when you post it, you need to make sure that you do post the after repair value, some photos of the house, what you secured it for, how much of a margin there is, and then when you show them that there's a lot of room to play for them and a lot of money to be made, they're gonna wanna jump in on it right away. They're gonna be excited to jump in on this deal, and now you have investors throwing money at you and you haven't put in a dollar. You put in the sweat equity and the hard work of finding the deal, which is what you're gonna tell them if they ask you how much money you're putting in. Now, you've found the deal, you've got the house on a contract, you went on Facebook, you went to friends, family, found real estate investors, you pitched the deal to them, now they're heavily interested, it's time to close. So, here's our pie. How much of the pie are you gonna take, and how much of the pie are you gonna leave for the investors? This is really important, okay? If you're a beginner real estate investor, you haven't done a lot of deals, you might wanna make it a little bit more sweet for them. Now there's options, okay? If you're an experienced real estate investor, you can do things like offering them 10 to 12% return on their investment. So if they give you $100,000, they're gonna walk away with an extra $12,000 within the 4 to 5 months, however long it takes you to flip that house. Now, if you want them to be more serious, you're a beginner investor, you need to give up some more of the pie to strike the deal, then what I would recommend is doing something where maybe you take 30 to 40%, and this you can play around with, okay? Depending on how confident you are and how much of the margin that you are going to give away, all right? Now, let's say you did it at 30%. You now have 70% right here that you can play with for your investors. This is how much you're taking home, and this is how much they're taking home. So now, if you get 2, 3 people, depending on how many people you need to invest in this house, then they're gonna split up that 70% pie, okay? Now, how do I get the loan? I don't know how to get the loan. I want the house in my name so that I can control the money. No problem, okay? What you're gonna do is get a private loan, okay? Why are you getting a private loan? Because what you need on average is 25% down. So part of this right here is going into the 25% down, okay? And the other part is going towards the renovation. Now, provided you have 25% down, the lender, the private lender, will give you that loan. Now, you know you've secured the deal, you have the loan taken care of off that 25%. It is more than normal, but you're starting out, so it's okay, do it. And then you still now have all the 70% here that you can work with that investor. They can get a great return. The house is in your name, it's in your control. You have the deal, you have the contract, you have the people, you have your pie chart that you've sent out to them. So now the more they put in, the more they can get. Maybe 2 people capture this. Maybe 1 really successful person says, you know what? I want that whole 70%. I'll fund the whole deal. You get 30%, they get 70. But most of the cases you try to get about 2 to 3 people and the deal is secured. So going through this in a step-by-step full process here, you've secured your deal, you know where you're looking for the deal, you're putting in that sweat equity to find it, you've got it on a contract with the owner, now it's secured. You go to find your money investors, all your people, friends, family, Facebook, all that stuff. You've got your private loan, everything is secured. You've got your marketing to show everybody. You have your pie, which is what you're gonna show everybody so they know how much they're gonna make. And you just bought and flipped a house without using any of your money. This is a beautiful thing. You can make a lot of money in real estate doing this. Keep doing it, turn as many properties as you can, and then as you keep flipping properties and you're making more and more money, you can do it yourself. Or if you want to make this a full-time job, which a lot of people do, I work with a lot of investors, then now you keep doing the same sequence, and you're making a lot of money each year without spending any of your money. It's a beautiful thing. If you guys need any help or you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll be happy to help you guys. Don't forget, like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you investors next time.